This movie really does not waste time ripping somebody apart. Now, unfortunately, we don't actually see the person get ripped apart, but we see the chains go into this person. We see them hoisted up into the air. So it's alluded to that they get ripped apart. So Hellraiser 2022, remake of Hellraiser from 1987, and a reimagining of the book The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. Now, a lot of people were all pissy that Jamie Clayton got cast as Pinhead because, oh, Pinhead's a guy. I mean, the original Pinhead was a guy, yes, but in the original book, The Hellbound Heart, Pinhead, who's simply just known as the priest, is described as androgynous with a feminine voice. So, technically, Pinhead is not really any gender. I was intrigued by the casting of Jamie Clayton because, I am a huge fan of Doug Bradley. The man had made Pinhead his own, and it is hard to see anybody else in the makeup. So, how did it go? Honestly, I think Clayton was fantastic. The makeup for her was great. Her voice was creepy as hell. Her movements, her mannerisms. I think Jamie Clayton absolutely killed it, in a good way, as the new Pinhead. See, this version of Hellraiser, it's less of a remake of the original movie from '87 and more of a reimagining of the novel itself, because there's a whole lot more in this than we see in the '87 movie. Though, truth be told, it has been quite a while since I've seen the original '87 film, so my memory could be off. It's not quite what it used to be, so I could be wrong on some things, so bear with me. It was very interesting to see the puzzle box in not only different configurations, but it taking offerings, sacrifices with each configurations. And one of the most surprising one was that it doesn't give a shit what the offering is, because a Cenobite ends up being offered. Now, I won't say what Cenobite because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, because I honestly do think you should. If you're a Hellraiser fan, I think you should watch it. It's worth watching. Now, speaking of the Cenobites, they are creepy as fuck. Like, absolutely disturbing. They're all new, except for the Chatterer, though I'm glad they brought the Chatterer back, because that is, other than Pinhead, absolutely legendary Cenobite. But the makeup and the effects to create these Cenobites, disturbing. Absolutely disturbing. And, I want to see more of them. We also get to see the birth of a new Cenobite. We're kind of told in the original series how a Cenobite comes about, but we're not really shown, at least not that I can remember. I could be wrong. It could have happened in one of the many sequels. But it was just great to see kind of the process of how a Cenobite is born, why this particular person became a Cenobite, the choice that they made. And I don't know, it was cool. My only real issue with Hellraiser 2022 are the main characters, the human characters, in that they are all fucking stupid. They are absolute morons. Make the absolute worst decisions you can possibly think of. Like, example, this is a little towards the end of the movie, and it might be considered a spoiler, so fast forward a little bit if you don't want to be spoiled if you haven't seen the movie. So our main character, she sees an opportunity to defeat the villain, like the big bad, who is not Pinhead, obviously, because there's someone who conjured her, in the first place. But she sees a way to defeat this person, and to do that, she dooms her friend. Like, she knows the Cenobites are after her friend, and she still releases them. I mean, yes, they found a way so that her friend can survive, but the son of a bitch is maimed. And that's just one of the examples of the stupidity, absolute stupidity of these characters. And honestly, they were probably the most infuriatingly dumb characters I've seen in a horror movie, possibly ever. But at the end of the day, if you get rid of the stupid ass characters, the main characters, the humans, Hellraiser 2022, I think, is an acceptable reimagining of the series. And that is 100% because of the Cenobites, of Pinhead, the priest, played by Jamie Clayton, of the one that's like kind of mechanical, another one that has skin stretched across its face, another one that is literally like just skin. And they looked so amazing. They were done so good that I want to see more of them. I definitely do not want to see more of the surviving characters. Get the fuck rid of them if they do a sequel and just bring in some new people, please. I give Hellraiser 2022 a C+.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.